And welcome back to the Ranger Sisters Rewatch podcast. It's been a couple weeks. We've had things going on, me especially, but this week we've got 5 amazing episodes of Power Rangers in space. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it and, what we liked and what we didn't like. Jezzy?
Oh yeah. Let's start with number what's it? 31.
Yeah.
Let's see. Rangers Gone Psycho. Do you want to start this?
How about one of the greatest episodes of all time? Freaking,
Oh, well, time.
well, it's not one of the greatest, but it's like the top 10. Top 10 of crazy. We are introduced to the Psycho Rangers, who are almost exact replicas of the Rangers in fighting and in general. They've got the good and the bad. I mean, Astronema, this was damn near genius. I mean,
yeah, why didn't anyone do that before?
exactly. Yeah, I mean, from data chips to full blown figures. I still can't believe that this was even an idea. Because when they introduced them, the way they introduced them, I thought the Rangers were going to be seriously injured.
Yeah, not in this show. not for kids.
Definitely not. Definitely not. I
Sorry, you go.
I rewatching it and then taking the notes, I'm like, this is mental. Whoever was on this, whoever wrote this episode or co-wrote it together, I have questions. Like serious questions.
For therapy or just for just how awesome it is, I guess.
I'd say both.
Fair enough.
Definitely. What did you think about it though, Jez?
Well, I thought that the Psycho Rangers were insanely powerful, and honestly, I kind of liked them. I mean, the stunt doubles, they definitely got paid extra in this episode for sure, especially for the Psycho Rangers. And the Psycho Rangers is a cool look.
Yeah.
They introduced themselves, they're like, but we're evil. I'm like, yeah, no kidding. Could have just ended with stronger than you, but had to go to cool. And have a cool intro thing going, but you go with that cheesy line.
First of all, I'm gonna be honest, and fans don't come for me. I thought they had the better outfits. I did.
That's fair. Yeah, and then Zane to the rescue, woo! And honestly, I'm surprised Astronomer forgot about him, because it's like, Psycho Silver could have destroyed them all very quickly, I'm sure.
Yeah, very much so. They definitely dialed down the power because it is a family show.
True. Yeah, and then finally meet their match.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why hasn't anyone tried that before? I mean, the only one I can think of is Rita with Tommy, but not anytime soon otherwise.
Exactly. I mean,
And
Rita and Tommy is still legendary to this day. I will not lie.
fair enough. And Zane gets captured. Yeah, that's a big trap. Let's just go and rescue him instead of, just figure out a plan. And then they're like, oh, did you really think you could fool us with that old trick, the Psycho Rangers? I'm like, they kind of did, so yeah, they kind of did.
Yeah. I seriously thought that, first of all, it needed better planning on the rescue mission, but they just went in all willy nilly and got things done.
Yeah, and then they get their butts kicked, and I kind of liked how Zane went to check on Andros first. That was like a shit moment for me. But let's see, Psycho Rangers, the power comes from Dark Spectre. Honestly, I kind of guessed that already. But I don't know, it would have been interesting if it would have been hilarious if it was from Zordon of all two people.
I don't know. I would never have expected that one. I didn't. I was like, huh? Big Z?
Yeah.
I call Zordon Big Z because he is like the all knowing mentor.
He's got that giant head.
That he does.
Yeah, this drama, she wants to be a royal evil boss. I'm like, hey, let her. She's better than Dark Spectre at this point. But she may want to get a new haircut before doing that, because otherwise she's going to get made fun of.
Honestly, I think she's better than Rita Repulsa in every way as go as girl bosses because Astronema, she walked the walk and talked the talk. You know.
Except with that hairstyle.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the fact that she's trying to drain Dark Spectre's powers with the Psycho Rangers, I'll admit, maybe there's a little bit of Corona still in there, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
Or just a genius plan, either way.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay, on to number 32, Carlos on Call.
Oh, did I make notes for this episode?
Go ahead.
This dude was it? I can't remember if he morphed or demorphed, and he ended up getting blackmailed by a little girl.
Oh, jeez, yeah. Oh, I figured that kid should sign up to be a Power Ranger after beating, like, she kicked his butt in, like, a video game, and he was, like, so impressed. I'm like, just make her be a Power Ranger, then. I mean, if Justin could do it, why not her?
First of all, she
didn't. And then he goes,
she kind of acted like a spoiled brat, though, too. She did act like a really big spoiled brat.
True. I kind of, let's see, what's that movie? I think it's Ramona or something. It's some old movie. I swear that girl reminds me of that character. I don't know, but the fact that Carlos morphed in a photo booth, that was just the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in Power Rangers. And it was stupid.
Dumb. It was dumb. It was a very dumb idea.
It was like, dude, take the pictures out before you leave. Like, no wonder she got the pictures. Like, imagine if it had been some random stranger.
Oh, that would have been so much worse. That would have been the blackmail of the century.
Speaking of blackmail, how did that kid even get his email? Like, they just met, and they only play a video game, and that's it. How did she get an email?
Back in the day, honey, I'm going to tell you the truth on this one.
No.
In the early days of video gaming, you had either bellsouth.net or AOL. Or MySpace. That stuff you could look up easily without a problem.
Yeah, but I mean, it's his morpher, technically, sort of. I mean, it was a beeper, I think.
Yeah.
Something like that. Anyway, he was a goof because he got outwitted by a kid. Thanks for that. But then we learn about the kid's backstory of how her older brother died, which, yeah, is sad, but also, is the doctor, should he really be talking about this kid's sick brother to these strangers that just show up and ask? Like, isn't there like a law against that?
Yeah, it's called a HIPAA violation. Basically, the Privacy Act.
But, like, brother dies? Okay, going back to the dark. But that's also why she wanted to rock from the moon, which I'll admit, that got me a little teary there.
Yeah, I did too.
Because she wanted to get a rock for her brother. I mean, jeez. And he's only 12 when he died? Like, whew. Man, they're really going dark here.
Yeah.
Also, she kind of looks like now I feel like it, I remember, she really looks like the female version of Justin, honestly.
I was about to say the same damn thing. I'm not even gonna lie on that one.
Yeah, I don't know who the casting director is, but they really knocked it out. I still can't. It's like they could have made her Justin's twin sister at that point, and I would have been like, okay, go for it.
Yeah. But yes, first of all, Carlos definitely got outwitted by a little girl. And this girl has a freaking tiara on her head.
The giant monster on that episode, they just hit it with a blaster, and you're like, and it's Gigantamax, and it's like, what did you do? What decided that was gonna work? Just go to the Megazord already.
Exactly.
But then the Psycho Red Ranger does a smart thing and holds the kid hostage, which was pretty interesting until we had to go for the most awesome part, Psycho Ranger versus Psycho Ranger. But it was cut too short, so not too awesome.
Yeah, it would have been nice if it had been extended.
Yeah. And the Psycho Rangers, like, take them one out at a time. Like, they're facing them one-on-one. I'm like, Oh yeah. Well, why didn't I think of that? Seriously, it's like if it wasn't the writers, surely some of these bad guys would have done that.
Yeah.
But in the end, she gets the Moonrock. They hug. It's sweet. And then she goes into space somehow without a spacesuit. Ranger physics, I guess. And she says, I don't want to be an astronaut anymore. I want to be a Power Ranger. I'm like, don't we all? But sorry, kid. According to canon, you're not going to be a Ranger anytime soon.
Yeah, no.
But that would be interesting to have.
Maybe she did. You never know. You know, like astronaut. Maybe she did.
We'll have to. I know. I mean, there could be a fanfic maybe
Who knows?
in the future of that. But other than that, I don't know.
Yeah, I definitely.
Okay, number 33, A Rift in the Rangers.
Jesse,
honestly, oh my gosh. Look, I don't. Whoever the actress is that plays Ashley, you're good. You look nice. Yeah, and your character has some nice moments. But good God, was she a jerk to Cassie? Like, Cassie's doing all these chores, and Ashley's just like the evil stepsister. It's like, wow, like spoiled.
Yeah.
And I was surprised Cassidy took this long to go after her. I'm like, yeah, you like surely it looked like that she's done this since the beginning of the Ranger in space sort of thing. So I'm like, ugh.
Which ends up
I called her out early.
Ashley ends up getting kidnapped, and I'm like,
oh
what
yeah,
the fudge?
Yeah, and then apparently Cassie's supposed to apologize to Ashley. Like, no, Cassie didn't do anything wrong. Ashley was being a jerk.
Exactly.
But everyone else seemed like, no, you guys gotta apologize to each other. You're best friends. I'm like, maybe you should space them out, pun not intended, for a while.
Yeah. But
instead, they just go head on, which you never do that with two girls that are fighting. That just leads to a girl fight, and it's ugly.
Yeah.
But hey, Adam comes back. Yay!
Woohoo!
Why in the world did it take this long for another episode with him? And also, I'm surprised we're not having gotten like even a sentence of what the other Mighty Morphin Rangers are doing. Like, if they're in college or they're maybe like surely their theme is like on a radio or TV or something. There's internet, so I mean it's not the good internet, but surely the other Rangers would have seen and been like, maybe we should join Adam just for one episode,
Well, I mean, they do talk about Tommy's college years and the Dino Thunder, which we'll be discussing later on with the podcast. But it's like,
yeah, but it's like, why did it take that long to discuss that? I would have liked to hear this now. Like, what about the other Rangers besides Tommy? I want to see. I mean, it's interesting,
We know that Tommy and Catherine end up together. We know that for a fact.
Yeah, and I cannot wait to see how that turns out because I have no idea of my idea of a ship with Tommy. I'm like, okay, so first Kimberly, obviously crushed it, and yes, and honestly, I think that couple's been better than Andros and Ashley because it's not been force feeded to us like Andros and Ashley.
Yeah.
Like, so, yeah. Any Tommy and Kimberly fans, I approve of just because of that. But him and Catherine, I'm gonna be curious to see how that goes, like how that happens.
Because let me tell you, it's like when they revealed in the Mighty Morphin movie on Netflix that they had a son, or they had a son together. I was like, JJ? Because he had been talked about in a previous special as well. If you remember.
Yeah, you don't really hear about him until what, like, Megaforce? Like,
yeah,
maybe one little cameo. I mean, you don't get to see the face. Yeah. So,
no, it was Ninja Steel. I think it was Ninja Steel.
Who knows anymore? It's one of those two. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But still, it's like Tommy and Catherine. I'm just curious to see. I guess it's part of the reason is because the actress that played Kimberly, I heard she wanted, more money and everything. So, but the writers wouldn't give it to her, so she left, and that's why Tommy gets that letter to her instead of just face to face. Which honestly, if they had done face to face, that would have been like probably the most heartbreaking for many fans, and that would have been pretty good episode.
Yeah.
Also,
I mean, there's
okay,
rumors.
back to the episode. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, before we go back to In Space, I think honestly, Kimberly and Adam ended up together. I do. I believe it 100%.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Because after the Turbo movie, I mean, it just makes sense.
Oh, I'll have to watch that movie sometime in the future.
Girl,
okay,
be prepared.
Back to space. Back to space.
Back to In Space.
So they go for a battle, as usually, that one boss battle. And Cassie's being a bit bossy, but honestly, I was not that angry because it was kind of nice to see her more bold, more aggressive and all. And then, but TJ, oh jeez, I'm like, lay off TJ. He takes a hit for was it Andrews or Zane or I don't know. Someone took a hit for TJ, and he's like just being all jerkish, and I'm like, dude. Also, Andros uses Brick Break, the Pokemon move, super effective in that battle.
Yeah.
Let's see. And when Cassidy is being thinking like, oh, I gotta apologize when Ashley's being captured, I'm like, what you said was true. Ashley was being a jerk. You don't need to blame herself, especially not for being kidnapped. I mean, come on. What ranger has been kidnapped at this point?
Yeah, you are not wrong. Definitely not.
And the best line, I swear, this is the most hilarious line in the episode. When Psycho Pink burns Yellow Psycho and says, you double-cross your own mother if you had one. Like, I had to quote that just to say it again because that was freaking hilarious.
That was a banger of a line.
Yeah,
and like, damn.
I know. It's like, geez, whoever wrote that should write more often because that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Also, these Psycho Rangers are trying to take the power from the Power Rangers, but I'm like, why not just destroy them? Like, you have the power. You want to take down Dark Spectre, sure, but do you really need all the Rangers' powers to do so? Like, just eliminate half of them, and that would probably be enough.
Yeah. But maybe a certain Psycho Ranger needs a certain amount of energy,
Probably. Also, when Ashley does escape, her jumping out the cell in the area honestly looks hilarious with that CGI.
Yeah. CGI was quite advanced for that time, and that's where a lot of the budget went back then.
Yeah.
They reused footage from Sentai, their Sentai counterpart, and I've been watching both lately. Like, in my free time when I'm not at work or at school or doing chores, I'm watching the Sentai, and I'm like, this is interesting. Then I compare it to its American counterpart, and I'm like, what the hell?
Well, I mean, is the Ranger series that used the less Sentai footage, which I'm like, why did they do that? I mean, I guess they didn't realize that Power Rangers was going to go beyond this, and they wanted to, pull the punches, and now they just want to save money, but they could have not done it another time, just, make an original series sort of thing.
Yeah. They're gonna have to figure something out now that Sentai has wrapped up. They gotta figure out what they're gonna do. I doubt we're having another series after the fail that this one was.
Also, let's see, Ashley gets back, and it's like, she goes off, and it's like, and I'm like, it wasn't just cleaning that you were doing. It was most of the work, Cassidy. Ashley barely, if all, ever pitched in. So, chill, and all that. But I did like the little Power Ranger chess pieces / action figures on that board that they have for their planning strategy.
Yeah,
that was hilarious.
I love that.
It was honestly very cute.
Yeah.
I think the next episode after that.
5 of a kind.
Oh yeah, but before that, the bloopers, the Red Psycho Ranger, like he speaks in Japanese or something. I say go Sentai, and Karon's Fly. You hear like, I didn't. Oh, I didn't understand a word he said.
Oh, shit.
I'm like, yeah, fair enough. Uh, Honestly, I kind of want that interaction to happen. Like, one of the Rangers speaks Japanese Sentai. There's no, uh, you know, uh, subtitles or anything for translation, and you hear everyone just being like, I did not understand a word the heck you said.
Yeah. I miss the old blooper reel days. They don't even do stuff like that no more.
Yeah, honestly, it's sad. But with Zane, I don't know if it was just me, but it seemed like Zane wasn't around when Psycho Rangers were around last time, so I'm like, where the heck has he been all this time? Like, what has he been doing?
Maybe he's been on their homeworld looking for answers.
I guess, but it's like, that must be a really short, really fast ship to go back and forth. It doesn't seem, it seems to be like, far enough,
Yeah.
But, and again, the Psycho Rangers, they fight and they try to, attack the different color ranger, which, sure, smart, but they still get their butts kicked because the Psycho Rangers are smart, but they get a bad hit, but they never demorph. I'm like, will these guys ever demorph again after getting a hit ever?
Who knows? It'd be interesting to find out, though.
Yeah. But TJ's strategy with disguising himself as a Blue Ranger with a blue team, I'm like, okay, that's kind of funny and genius. And honestly, kind of hilarious, just because, but also kind of crazy. I mean, you have two girls on the team, and I think that kind of just sells you out anyway.
Yeah.
But whatever. But then finally, we get Psycho Silver. Or not, because it's just Satan's disguise. Which is like, boo! You could have done something with that thing. It's so cool.
Get it out. I know you have more to say on that topic.
Yeah, like, where did he get that, first of all? Like, did he make that? Because if so, he should keep it, because these Psycho Ranger modes, these looks, should honestly be a super space mode. Like, their Super Samurai, Super Mega Force. Super Space Mode should have been a Psycho Ranger look.
You are so not wrong. I didn't even think of that. But that would have been genius.
Yeah. Too bad we didn't write a turn. Too bad I wasn't born yet. Oh,
you were born a year later. That's right.
Last episode, Silence is Golden, which very interesting episode, I think.
Oh yeah. I mean,
do you want to go first with your notes?
My thoughts on that one. Where do you want me to start?
Let's go to the fact that the Psycho Rangers disguise themselves as humans walking on menacingly, and no one got suspicious or scared or tried to get a cop or something. Like, surely someone would have said something.
Yeah, exactly.
But no.
Exactly. It's like, and first of all, menacing as hell, but the Rangers, as you could tell, they got careless with how they were protecting themselves because they let their voices be recorded and their voices being remembered by the Psycho Rangers.
And that they're more for it. Like, it sounds the same as that one device that now everyone seems to have all of a sudden.
Yeah. I just did not expect that. I was like, human versions of the human Psycho disguises, voice recognition software. I'm like, looking at this episode, I'm like, and then you compare it to current day stuff? Girl, what the actual hell?
Honestly, it would have been. It's actually kind of genius in a way, but also kind of stupid and just. Also, when it looks, Psycho Red almost looks like Tyler from Dino Charge or like Mike from Samurai. Honestly, I felt like that the entire time.
Who knows, honey?
I'm like, okay, and he was the better looking of the rest. Psycho Blue looked like Frankenstein, and I'm like, you could have not chosen a better look, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
And then Ranger attacks someone in the crowd, thinking that it's the Yellow Ranger, and I'm like, is there no one gonna call the cops now? Like,
That's
there's a cell phone
assault.
booth. Yeah, there's like a cell phone booth right there. Or if this is a mall, where are the mall cops? Maybe they can help.
Who knows? It was the 90s. Things were different.
I suppose so, but
less security,
dang.
less security then than they have now.
Yeah, and after all of that, and a text, I'm like, maybe the Rangers should camp out and stay in the ship for like a week or something and see if it dies down.
Exactly.
But then they do decide, oh, let's go back to Earth and let's all reunion ourselves with each other. And like, you idiots, remember, be silent?
Silence is golden, people.
Grief. Yeah, as the episode says. And then Zane cuts in front of like all the Rangers like a drama queen, which I felt was hilarious. I'm like, okay, but where were you? You should have seen what's happening, man.
Exactly. It's like,
and then one of the Rangers is like, save us the time of hunting you one by one when they see them all. I'm like, hasn't that been the best strategy to take them all, to hunt them down one by one?
Yeah, if they had hunted them down one by one, which is the smartest move in the book, they could have wiped out the In-Space Rangers in one day.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden they get beat, the Psycho Rangers get beat so easily because plot development and all that.
Whoever's figuring this plot out stuff at Hasbro or then Saban Brands, get your act together, brother, because it was bad writing.
At that point, and then the Psycho Rangers have a true form, which I felt like was disgusting and creepy as hell. So I'm like, go back to the Psycho Ranger look. You look cooler then.
Yeah.
Please. And then let's see, there was this one line that said like, looked like the end of the battle, but now it's round 2. I'm like, okay, that's kind of snarky.
I like it.
And then Carlos decides to crush up Andros or Vulcan squeeze him, the shoulder touch thing, when Andros wants to stay on the Megazord, which I'm like, yeah, but also, dude. And then he comes back very quickly, so I'm like, well, that didn't work too long.
No.
But no, the Zord is gone. Ugh. I'm like, of all the things. And also, wasn't that kind of part of your ship? Doesn't that mean part of your ship is technically torn apart?
Yeah. The Megazord would be out of commission for a little while.
Yeah, and then it goes in a vortex, and they're saying, oh, it could be going into who knows where, maybe another galaxy. I'm like, wouldn't you say that the Zord went into a lost galaxy?
Oh! That was awesome.
Lost in a galaxy or something.
I love that.
And then at the end,
first of all, who knows?
The remaining Psycho Rangers, they all huddle up in a group huddle. I'm like, that's so stupid, but it looks so hilarious at the same time. So goofy.
Yeah, thinking about it now, we just had the Lost Galaxy angle. Maybe that's how they, their space station that they were living on. What if part of that ship was found and discovered? I mean, it would make total sense.
It would explain advanced technology in Lost Galaxy. Though then again, we don't really know much of outer space life in the Rangerverse, aside from some few planets.
Yeah.
Which that's a bummer, because it's like that could have been really interesting. Like, go on a different planet each episode. Sure, come back to Earth or whatever, but I wanted to see more of space.
Exactly. This is called Power Rangers in Space, not Power Rangers in Angel Grove 24/7.
Yeah, it's like we already had to have like 2 Ranger groups a while ago. Let's go to space and stay there. But we got Lost Galaxy.
Exactly.
Yeah, they decided, what, screw Earth. Let's just go for it and just go for space, or the space version of Earth, or something.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
That's all the notes I got. What about you?
I mean, yeah. It's like that one, but I did kind of go on to 36, but we'll save that one for next week. Because
Oh,
it's
you
like...
you could have told me that. I could have watched it a couple minutes ago or something before we started. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. But we'll save the rest of it for next week, because we're probably going to do 36 to probably 41, 42, and just go with that.
Probably 41, because 42 and 43 go together, so that could be one big episode, you know?
Yeah, 42, 43 will be its own episode. I agree on that one. Because that's the big kind of like...
Finale.
Yeah. I mean,
Bummer.
Yeah, I know. But after that, we'll start the next season after that, of like season 2 of the podcast, and we'll start with the series the year you were born, Jesse.
Yeah, but before that, I figured we'll do an episode on our fanfics, like just our sort of history of Power Ranger fanfics and what we've done over the years. And so, if any listeners are interested, we'll figure out some way to get you guys the links or something.
Well, I actually set up a Twitter for us, which is now called
Oh.
X. I did set up a Twitter account with our podcast, so maybe I can share the login with you, and we'll post the links to that, or like put it in like a G Drive account, or and share that like a public how people share Google Drive. We'll do that.
Yeah, and you guys can read our fanfics and see, do we write better than these guys or what, or something?
Yeah.
So I guess we can't judge, because we wrote for the future Power Ranger seasons.
Yeah.
And I need to write a Power Ranger space fanfic or something in the future, just to test the waters.
Yeah, and if we end up writing something better, Hasbro, hire us, man. Hire us.
I could use the money now.
Yeah. Well, that's it for this week. And when we do our special, our big finale special after the last 2 episodes, maybe we could finally talk about how the baseball season's been going.
Now we can, because I'm out of my depression because of these. I'm so stressed about the Phillies.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they're doing much better than I would ever expected. So, especially today.
Yeah. I haven't looked at the Braves score yet, but I know it's been a doozy for us too.
You guys are still in the top of the division, I think. So, you still got something.
Yeah. Well, that's all for now. I'm Bree.
I'm Jess.
And this has been the Ranger Sisters Rewatch Podcast. Bye!
Bye!